Hey guys, and welcome back to another week with Stay at Home Profit, the podcast. Today we're going to be talking about standing out as a virtual assistant. A lot of times people think it's too saturated, and that's because where we consume our own content is around people just like us. It's around other coaches, it could be around our ideal audiences, and it could be around other virtual assistants, which is great because we don't want to be too lonely, right? And we want to surround ourselves with people who understand what we go through on the daily basis. But one of the biggest issues is then we start to compare ourselves, and then we start to feel as if the entire world is surrounded by other virtual assistants just like us. And so today what I'm going to be talking about is how to stand out as a virtual assistant to help you get more leads and to sign more contracts and get more clients, but also to ask yourself this question is, are you searchable as a virtual assistant? And you'll see how the two comes in hand. So let's get started. So the first key point, right, is your title clear enough? Do people understand what kind of virtual assistant you are? Because here's the deal. Virtual assistant is such a general term, right? It can mean anything. It could be a graphic designer. It could be a software specialist. It could be a tech VA. It could be a general VA. It could be a real estate VA. There are tons and tons and tons of different types of VAs out there. So the real question is your title clear, understandable, and is it searchable? And by searchable, what I mean by that is that what somebody is actually searching for? Are they searching for a graphic designer? They would put in graphic designer and virtual assistant. Are they looking, like if you're a real estate agent, right? You're looking for a virtual assistant. You could be looking for an executive assistant. You could be looking for a broker assistant. You could be looking for a tech and systems assistant, right? So there are tons of different names and titles out there. So you really want to make sure that your title isn't just as general as a virtual assistant. And that's one of the biggest mistakes I see, especially on Facebook and Instagram. If I was your ideal client and I'm looking for a specific VA, more than likely, I'm not going to just put in VA. If I do, tons of different VAs are going to be out there. I know I have this one problem and I need a one solution type of person, especially as a hire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use searchable keywords, graphic designer, systems, automations, softwares like ClickFunnels expert, Kajabi, Squarespace expert, funnel expert, things like that. That is what I'm going to be actually searching for. So for example, maybe I'm a bookkeeper and I like to work with Etsy creatives, right? Those are my ideal clients. I love Etsy. I'm super creative, but I love accounting. I love finances. So for my title, I would be Etsy bookkeeper or the Etsy financial expert or something like that. So when Etsy creatives are looking on Instagram and they're looking on Facebook, they're actually searching Etsy and bookkeeper and financials and expert and things like that. They're keywords. And that's actually going to go into more of, are you using your audience verbiage, right? Because that's going to be huge when people are searching for you, when people are hiring. They want to know that you understand their pain points and that you're able to solve their problems and that you have a solution for them. The third final key point is, are you pitching yourself clearly enough? Everyone should have a 15 to 30 second pitch where you kind of explain who you are, what you do, and who you serve. And not just with who you serve, but what problem are you solving, right? So again, if I was that bookkeeper and I work with Etsy, my pitch would be, I'm the Etsy financial expert. I help Etsy, creatives overcome their financial burdens by my bookkeeping skills or my bookkeeping offers. Something like that, something quick, easy, 15 to 30 seconds that explains exactly who I am, what problem I'm solving, and who do I help. And that when you are pitching yourself in applications, on Facebook posts, on Instagram posts, on LinkedIn posts, people are going to get a clear idea of like, oh my God, she's perfect for me. I know exactly what she's doing. Instead of your general like, oh, I'm looking for a VA. Oh, I'm a VA, message me. Like, you're too general. And if you really want to stand out, you really want to give them clear expectations of what kind of VA you are and how you're going to solve their problems. I love to give people a big picture, and giving anytime I pitch myself or anytime I answer a post of somebody who's looking for a virtual assistant, I like to give them a clear expectation what it's like working with me. And that means being very detailed on who I am, what they can expect with working with me, and how I can solve all of their problems. So anytime you're standing out as a VA, you want to make sure that whether it's your Instagram, your Facebook profile, your business page, your website, your LinkedIn profile, you're standing out by pitching yourself clearly overall in all those social platforms. And by making sure that you can glance at your platform and understand like who you are and who you're serving and what problem you're solving. This is going to give clear expectations for those people and really help you stand out outside of that sea of people. So hopefully you guys understand during this podcast now how to stand out as a VA, answer the question, are you searchable, and now have clear expectations of what you can do to make yourself better as a VA. And I cannot wait to see you guys next time on the Stay at Home Profit podcast. Bye.